There are several ways of getting away from England to go abroad. Going by boat is pleasant and relaxing, a peaceful way of starting a well-earned holiday, an easy, healthy way to forget the office. That is, if you like the sea and if you really want to forget the office. But some people don't like the sea and don't like holidays either.
Mr. Pomfret rang for me. Is he in his office, Miss Perry?
He certainly is.
Why?
He came in to do some work.
But he's on holiday. He shouldn't be here. Anyway, there isn't any work for him to do.
I know that. But he's just dictated 3 letters for me to type.
But we both worked all weekend so that Mr. Pomfret could go away.
He won't go. He hates holidays. You know that.
Yes, and he hates leaving his work for me to do. He just won't give me a chance. It was the same last year. He didn't go on holiday then.
Well, I'd better type these letters. And you'd better go in and see Mr. Pomfret so that he can get away in time for his train.
Come in. You rang for me, Mr. Pomfret.
Ah, yes, Lamb. So I did. Oh, the hat. I was trying it on, just in case it didn't fit.
I suppose it's for wearing on the beach. Or is it for wearing on the boat?
The boat? Don't mention boats. I hate the sea.
Well, it suits you anyway.
Maybe. But the office isn't the place for wearing a hat like this. Or clothes like these.
But you're on holiday now. In fact, Miss Perry and I didn't expect you to come in this morning.
Well, I came in just to see that everything was all right. And to dictate some letters. And to clear up a few papers.
But you stayed until 10 o'clock last night in order to clear up your papers. You worked late so that you wouldn't have to come into the office today.
Well, I came in just in case there was anything for me to attend to. And I found these reports.
I'll deal with those, Mr. Pomfret.
No, Lamb. To deal with these reports, you need experience.
I know I'm not very experienced, but to gain experience, I need to be left in charge of the office from time to time.
You're determined I should go on holiday, aren't you?
Yes. Well,
So is my wife, Lamb. I told her I would fly somewhere for a weekend. Just a short rest. And off she went to a travel agency and booked hotels. And bought tickets for us to go by boat.
But that's wonderful. Mrs. Pomfret arranged for your holiday to begin on the boat so that you can start off with a good rest.
But I hate the sea.
It's just the right weather for a short trip at sea. You'll really enjoy it. And so will Mrs. Pomfret.
Oh, that reminds me. I promised I'd meet her at the railway station. Ah.
Here are the letters for you to sign, Mr. Pomfret.
Ah, yes. I was waiting to sign them.
You could leave them for me to sign. Surely it's time for you to go to the station.
No. First, I must give you your final instructions. Thank you, Miss Perry.
Is Mr. Pomfret in?
Yes. You haven't come to see him now, have you?
Yes.
Perhaps someone else could help you. His assistant, Mr. Lamb.
No, I was told to ask for Mr. Pomfret.
But he's very busy at the moment.
Here are the office keys, so that you can lock up at night. Make sure you lock everything up,
Yes, Mr. Pomfret.
in case someone tries to break in.
Everything will be quite safe, Mr. Pomfret.
I can't think of anything else to keep me here. I suppose I'll have to go and catch my train.
Excuse me, Mr. Pomfret. There's someone outside to see you.
Someone to see me? Splendid. Show him in. I might miss that train after all.
This way, Mr. Green.
Green?
That's right. Green, of Green's Taxi Services. My taxi's waiting outside to take you to the station.
But I don't understand. Who sent you here?
Mrs. Pomfret.
Oh. You'll be in time to catch the 11:15 train, will you?
Oh, yes, there's plenty of time.
What a pity. Well, goodbye, Mr. Lamb.
Goodbye, Mr. Pomfret.
Goodbye, Miss Perry.
Goodbye, Mr. Pomfret.
At last he's gone.
Mr. Pomfret, why have you come back?
I forgot these reports. I'm taking them with me to read on the boat. Holidays.
Here are some expressions of purpose.
Why did Mr. Pomfret come into the office?
He came in to do some work.
I came in just to see that everything was all right, and to dictate some letters, and to clear up a few papers.
You stayed until 10 o'clock in order to clear up your papers.
To deal with these reports, you need experience.
To gain experience, I need to be left in charge of the office. He hates leaving his work for me to do. I suppose the hat is for wearing on the beach, or is it for wearing on the boat?
The office isn't the place for wearing a hat like this.
We both worked all weekend so that Mr. Pomfret could go away.
You'd better go in and see Mr. Pomfret so that he can get away in time.
You worked late so that you wouldn't have to come into the office today.
I came in just in case there was anything for me to attend to. Lock up everything, in case someone tries to break in.
Well, here we are on the boat which is going to take Mr. and Mrs. Pomfret on the first stage of their holiday.
Oh, thank you, madam. Oh, I thought...
The boat's going up and down already. Is there time for me to go ashore?
Don't be silly, Arthur. You can't go ashore now, in case the boat leaves without you.
What a pity.
Anyway, you've no reason for going ashore, have you? Now, give me that briefcase so that I can put it away. What are these, Arthur? Surely you haven't brought office work with you to do on holiday?
Oh, they're just a few reports to read while I'm on the beach.
We are not going on holiday so that you can read reports.
Well, I'll keep them handy, in case I have nothing to do.
And what is this?
That? It's a dictating machine. It's very handy for dictating notes. I brought it so that I could have something to do.
I'll find plenty for you to do.
Oh. Why didn't we fly? Why didn't we go by air?
You know I hate flying.
And you know I hate the sea.
Don't be silly, Arthur. What have you got in here? What are these?
Travel pills, in case the sea gets rough.
And these?
More travel pills to stop me being seasick.
And these?
Travel pills again, for taking when I get very seasick. I'm going to take some in any case. And then I'm going to bed.
Aren't you coming out on deck?
Out there? No. Which bunk would you like, dear?
I don't mind.
Perhaps I'd better take the top bunk, so that I don't bang my head.
Good. I'd rather have the bottom one. It's easier to get in and out of. And it's handy, in case of an emergency.
Emergency? What do you mean, emergency?
Well, if anything happens to the boat.
Storms? Collisions? Fire? You don't expect the ship to sink, do you?
Don't be silly, dear.
It might. You never know. I think I'll take the lower bunk. And I'll call the steward.
What for?
To ask him what we do in an emergency.
Well, I'm going out on deck.
Oh, wait. Does this porthole open
Yes, I expect it does. Why do you want to open it?
so that I can climb through it?
Climb through it?
Yes, in case there's an emergency.
Don't be silly, dear.
Good evening, madam.
Good evening.
You rang for me, sir?
Oh, yes. Yes, I did.
Were you having trouble with the porthole, sir?
I was just looking out.
Oh, yes, sir.
Are we going out there?
Yes, sir. We go past the buoy, sir, and out into the open sea.
The open sea.
Yes, sir.
Tell me, why are you doing that?
Doing what, sir?
Moving from one foot to the other.
Oh, I do this to keep steady, sir, when the boat moves, particularly when the sea's rough.
When the sea's rough, eh?
Yes, sir. The boat moves a lot when the sea gets rough. Whoops. I do this in order to keep steady, sir.
Stop it. You're making me feel quite ill.
All right, sir. After all, it's not rough yet, sir.
Tell me, what are the arrangements for saving the passengers?
Saving the passengers, sir?
Yes, what arrangements are there in case the ship sinks?
Oh, I shouldn't worry about that, sir.
But I am worrying.
Well, there are plenty of lifeboats, and there's always a life jacket for you to wear.
A life jacket?
Yes, so that you can float in the water, sir.
Well, where is it?
It's under the lower bunk, sir. It comes with instructions in 4 languages.
I think I'll try it on.
Yes, sir. Right, sir. Now, the instructions should be here. Allow me, sir. Oh, sorry, sir.
To put on the jacket, see diagram 1.
Yes, that was it. Can I help you, sir?
I can manage.
Will that be all, sir?
Yes.
Well, I hope you enjoy your voyage, sir.
I shan't, you know.
Sleep well, sir. Good morning, sir. I hope you slept well, sir.
Yes, thank you. Very well. Oh, yes, I kept this on.
In case the ship sank, eh, sir?
Yes, but we were very lucky, weren't we?
Lucky, sir?
Yes, it was a very smooth voyage, wasn't it?
Voyage, sir? But we're still in port. We haven't left England yet.
What?
Look, sir.
Oh, no!
We haven't moved. There was a thick fog in the English Channel last night. We had to stay in port.
What's that noise for?
That means the ship is about to sail, sir. Ah, we're moving, sir. The captain says it's going to be a rough voyage. A breakfast in half an hour, sir.